My name is Dennis Moroney, and I'm a rancher in Cochise County. We have the 47 Ranch in the Mule Mountains and off the east side in the Sulphur Springs Valley. And we raise primarily Criollo cattle and Navajo Churro sheep. I'm not 100% sure on the exact date, but I think I first became a member in 1992, and I became a member of the Arizona section of the Society for Range Management because I was looking for an affiliation with a group that brought together ranchers, rangeland scientists, and ecologists, and government people, government regulators, rangeland managers, in one forum to share concerns and look for mutually agreed upon or agreeable solutions. And so I had already completed training in holistic management and had quite a bit of experience with working in the forest industry in the Pacific Northwest in Washington State, where there had been a lot of controversy over restrictions on logging and habitat endangerment of the marbled murrelet and spotted owl and so forth. So I just felt like fighting and lawsuits, while they may sometimes provide short-term gains, really weren't very good pathways to long-term sustainable solutions. And at the time that I became a member of SRM, there was a tremendous amount of political controversy surrounding grazing on public lands, and I happened to be the permittee on a 50,000 acre forest permit, and we were right in the thick of all that. So it just seemed like a natural course to me. I continue to be an active member in the Society for Range Management, both at the state and national level, because I find the information that I receive through that affiliation, both in the amazing quality publications and in the very intellectually enriching workshops and meetings that the two organizations sponsor. I find that it's a great social venue. I have a lot of friends that I see only once or twice a year at these meetings, but we have an opportunity to exchange ideas and current events and activities that we're engaging in our own work. And then I feel that I'm constantly learning, and if you have as a goal to be a lifelong learner, and you tend to be a person that wants to get the big picture and not just a narrow focus on a particular aspect of rangeland management and ecology, if you're concerned about climate change and ecological restoration, all of those things are addressed regularly and very comprehensively in the format and the workshops and so forth that we have through the Society for Range Management. And it's a highlight of my year to go to an SRM meeting. Maybe I'm weird, but I would definitely recommend SRM membership to other ranchers. I think the first reason would have to be the opportunity to dialogue with people who, like it or not, you're forced to work with. That includes agency rangeland managers. It includes academic, both teaching professionals and researchers in the realm of rangeland management and ecology. And it's a chance to sit down and visit with them one-to-one, to share what you're doing, what you've tried, what you've perhaps found as a setback or a temporary failure, or just discussing and constantly upgrading current information on attempts to achieve best management practices in rangeland management. And especially when you consider that we are in what sometimes seems like perpetual, but certainly extended drought, with many projections out there for long-term climate change. We've certainly seen climate chaos. If we don't like the words climate change, try the chaos on, because we've had plenty of that. And I just feel that there's no other organization that brings together such a broad base of interested stakeholders, and quite a few steak eaters, I might add, in a format that's non-threatening, and it's not dominated by one industry or one point of view, and it tends to be welcoming and embracing. We have a huge number of international members, and there's an exchange internationally on elements that affect rangeland management, whether it's fire or drought or species invasion, or the endangerment and threatened status of many significant rangeland species. Those things are part of the conversation and part of what we're constantly upgrading our knowledge in. So, to me, it's a really great organization. Our slate of officers from 2 years ago began the process to work on a statement of diversity and inclusion for the organization, and in particular to reach out to Native American and tribal affiliated rangeland managers, ranchers, practitioners of conservation, and so forth on the reservations in Arizona. It's a humongous total number of acres being well managed by well-trained government employees, whether they're BLM, NRCS, tribally affiliated rangeland managers, and ranchers and stockmen. And we have had some great sessions that included Native American presentations, and as a natural consequence of that, our current president happens to be an enrolled tribal member of the Navajo Nation and a professional rangeland manager affiliated with the USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service. And I just think that is awesome. I don't think we have ever had that situation in the past. We've often had directors who were Native, and now we have our top officer position filled by a Native woman, by the way. And so I think the Arizona Section Society for Range Management is just a little bit more progressive than some other organizations that I know of. And I think that's really great. One of the things that I really like is that in particular our state section always features at least one meeting per year, and often several, where the meeting takes place outdoors, out on the land. We're camping out, we're walking through, making notes on rangeland treatments that have been applied, or fire recovery, or seedings that were applied years before and analyzing them after a certain amount of time. I mean, it's just very much a hands-on approach. Even the indoor winter meetings, which both state and national organizations hold, are full of everyone's best effort to bring the rangeland inside to the conference to be discussed. And you have great photos, great visuals, posters from graduate students. It's a nice multi-generational organization in that you've got everything from undergraduate rangeland management students to retired rangeland managers with 50 and 60 years of experience. Ranchers that are, from high school age clear up to, we have a high school youth forum. And we go all the way up to the retired senior, old ranchers, the old gray hairs.